Mirelly Taylor's coming in to be our co-host, she just said. I got her off the air. I got her on tape. She swore she would come and hang out with us. That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Did you just record everything?
Yeah, I recorded everything.
Oh no, I terminated myself.
We are talking, by the way, here's something to think about before we get to our tips on how to pick up a hot girl, buy a hot girl. I like those tips.
How to pick up a hot girl, buy a hot girl.
Yeah, buy a hot girl. Buy a hot girl, how to pick up a hot girl. Here's what we did. Earlier, Jordan and Josh from Game On, the host of the new Maxim Radio show, Game On, were here, and they gave us tips on how to approach girls, how to do this. Really, and I asked them. I said, Mirelly Taylor's coming in. I need to hit on her. How can I do that effectively? And they told me I need to. This is their advice: make a girl feel comfortable when they come in, and be open, to be more authentic you rather than be the fake you, and to not to shower a girl with compliments, like not to be like kiss up to them, but just to be your normal self. And they say really hot girls like yourself often are so used to guys just showering them with compliments that a guy that's just his normal, authentic, regular self would make more headway.
I would agree with that, because then it doesn't come off as you're trying to just have sex with the girl. You're actually trying to be her friend, and I think that comes across much more authentic.
How are you on friend-wise, guys?
What do you mean?
Do you have a lot of guy friends?
I have an enormous amount of guy friends.
Are you aware they all want to sleep with you?
They
all want to sleep with you. Aware of that?
They all joke about it, but they're all. I mean, they would. I could just count on them for anything. Guys. You know how they say, and this is going to sound a little sexist, but I actually do believe this. I think that men are just so much more loyal than women are. Men are dogs, and women are cats. And I think that a dog will stay with you your entire life through, starvation. Where a cat will leave you next week if you don't feed it.
If the milk runs dry.
But I just understand men a lot better than I do women. I don't get how.
There's something to that too. I have a lot of friends that are the worst boyfriends or husbands in the world. Best friend you can ever have.
I agree.
Great friends, bad partners.
I have friends that I'm just like, I would never date you. I have a friend who is like kind of like a band member. He's like a rock star, and he has threesomes all the time. And there's girls who are like in love with him, but he can't get a real date with a real girl because girls are afraid of him. And he's just because
he's a threesome sex man.
Yeah, but he actually wants a girlfriend. He wants to settle down.
What are the chances of that ever happening, Mirelly? What is the chance of your guys coming home going, hey, you know what? I'm gonna bring another girl in. And you're not ripping his testes right off at that moment in time.
We had this conversation last time. I told you that if it goes both ways, I would totally do it.
See, that's the out. That's the combat, because there's no man alive going, yeah, we'll bring my buddy Bob over. It'd be great. It's not going to happen. By the way, smart of you, because you don't close the door on it. You leave that door open, and the fantasy is still there for the guy.
Women are hot. I'm not against it. I've never been shy about saying how much I like kissing girls. You know that song that just came out?
Yeah,
I kiss the girl. I love kissing women.
What girl would you? What's the last girl you kissed?
The last girl I kissed was probably one of my best friends. Now lives in San Francisco. She's this really hot Puerto Rican girl.
Whoa, Boricua. Yeah.
Hot, she's sexy. Can I just say one other thing about hitting on women?
Absolutely.
Your breath has so much to do with how you're gonna.
How it's gonna work out for you.
How you're gonna do in that whole relationship.
By the way, guys, and it's funny, especially in the morning. Like you already have morning breath, and then you add coffee to that, and then maybe you smoke. Oh my God, you're dragging breath for the rest of the day. I smoke cigars.
It's such a turn off. At least have a decency to put something in your mouth, like a piece of gum or mint or something. Because I can't. If I'm going to be talking to you and I don't know you, and you're just like
dragging breath,
a trash can in front of me. It's so gross. I hate that.
It is pretty nasty. Now let's go through your tips. Let's go through Mirelly Taylor. Let's go through tips on how to approach a hot girl. What would work if a guy was going to roll up on you?
See, I don't think you should ever roll up on a girl. I think that you should actually play hard to get. I think you should be around her. I think you should always, sending a girl a drink is really nice. Being a little bit aloof, like you don't really want to talk to her, but you're in her direct eyesight. I think
I don't want to look at you, but I have to.
It's a whole psychology thing, yeah. And then, just making the eye and smiling and not really truly approaching a girl. I think it's sending a drink over and just saying hi and then seeing how she reacts to that. I think says an enormous amount. If she smiles at you and she waves, that's great. If she just rolls her eyes, she's a bitch anyway. Why do you want to talk to her? So that's a great way to find out. I always think having girls with you, if you go out with your girlfriends, women are more likely to want to be around you.
Okay, my theory on that one, and I totally agree with you, but my theory on that one is that girls have this, like, I want to be the winner complex. Like, so, like, they saw you out with me. All of a sudden, a girl that wouldn't bat at me and look at me in a million years would see me and be like, oh, my God, I'm going to get that guy from her because I'm going to prove I'm hotter than her.
It's true.
They want to win. I don't know what it is. Guys don't have that. Like, we'll look at a guy with you and we'll be like, oh, my God, how did that dork get her? We'll insult the guy, but we won't then try to hit on you thinking we want to show that we're better than him.
Yeah, that's true. Also, making friends with the girl that you actually want to hit on, that also kind of, it softens the blow. It doesn't, you don't come off so like, let's just go home and have sex right now.
That's
you
the
guys
male
have
vibe.
no clue. You guys just sometimes have no idea what it's like to be a pretty girl that gets hit on all the time, every day, constantly. It's just, that's not, it's so.
I gotta imagine it turns you off to guys in general. Like, you can see it coming before they even get there. You already, oh, great, this guy's coming up to hit on me.
But if you don't come up to her to hit on her, if you come up to her just to say, hey, how's it going? It's a good night tonight, and I'm here with my friends. Just want to say hi. I mean, I think.
And that's a better way to do it.
Then, whoa, baby, I'm sorry because you've been running through my mind all day. What kind of shit is that?
What's up, baby?
Some of the
You have
worst
wings?
cheesy lines. That doesn't work. Maybe it does on some girls, not me.
No, I don't get lines. I think, okay,
I love having a drink sent over to me. I just think it's such a sweet thing to do. It's so non-confrontational and
you just wave and say, hey, how are you? And there we are.
Yeah, and then afterwards you come over and. But then again, I mean, it depends on what your goal is too. You want to just have sex and have a one-night stand, or do you want to meet a girl who you actually want to have a long-lasting relationship with? It's two different things. And I always believe that you're never going to find your girlfriend in a bar. I just don't think you're ever going to do that.
I don't think I've ever found a girlfriend in a bar. Never.
No.
All the girlfriends never in a bar.
Through friends or their community. I think that's where you really are going to find somebody that really matters.
If you're Catholic, you go to church and you sit next to the hot girls for the part where you hold hands and say the Lord's Prayer. You're like, yeah. I do that.
How did you just take church and make it creepy?
Because that's what I do. I was like, you know what? Like, I'll come into the church and I'll be like, hey, I have to be at mass today. Oh, I'm sitting right there. Yeah. And it's nice. And then you're disarming. Not often, not as often as I should, but yes, I do go.
Since I got my first communion, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I have not really been back to church since.
Yeah, I will still go at like holidays and every now and then I go. So it's not as regular as I would like. Like, I get grief. My wife goes a lot. I don't quite go that often.
My ex-boyfriend's from Iowa, and every Christmas we would go to church and we would do our whole religious and praying thing. And I always felt so uncomfortable because that's not who I am.
Yeah.
But I'm very respectful of other people's beliefs, and so sitting there was just such a
weird.
uncomfortable situation.
Especially when the guy next to you is trying to hold your hand for that prayer part. You're like, what the